Oh. Hey, another, what do you even call this? Subscriber purge? I mean, yeah, actually, I guess this would be another subscriber purge because Sweaty Fish Stick, it's another one of Kyle's accounts, lost basically all of their subscribers. Subscribe to him, he's really upset. Oh yeah, I should probably get into the main point of this video, huh?
Hello, and welcome to...
So, at our school, the 7th and 8th graders are required to have a Valentine's Day dance. Yep, and you all know who's in 7th grade. Literally, when the dance was announced, hardly anyone I knew was happy. I remember talking to my friends like, there are like no couples in this grade. This is gonna be such an awkward dance. So, Valentine's Day, the day of the dance. The day was actually pretty normal for the most part leading up to the dance. But you all know that on my channel, that's not what I'm here to discuss. At 1:30, we went over to the multi-purpose room to have the dance. As soon as we walked in, it was very apparent that this was not the dance we were thinking it was going to be. Instead of a romantic dance like I thought it was going to be, it was more of a, I guess, like an EDM music festival type of dance. It was completely in the dark, there was flashing lights and a radio, which was ran by one of the girls, I'll get into that in a bit. And there was a huge buffet area with lots of food. Immediately when the dance began, people just split into their friend groups. Most of the girls, though, went to the DJ area and would just scream the lyrics of songs the whole time. It was actually really annoying. Me and my friends were just kind of about the whole thing, so we just went off and did our own thing. At one point, we went to the buffet, and well, you know how I said the dance is in the dark? Well, because it was in the dark, I saw a plate with what I thought was flaming hot Cheetos. So, I grabbed one, and then, it was baby carrots. I was disappointed, to say the least. Okay, so now, you know the girl DJ I mentioned before? Well, me and my group of friends wanted them to play sicko mode, and you know what she does? She says no. I was like, well, that sucks, but maybe it's too inappropriate or something. 5 seconds later, though, they start playing a song about, some very naughty things. And I was just like, naughty words, can I hit them? So, I was kind of mad. So you know what I did? I went over to her to request it again, and finally she caved in. And when the song started playing, my friends were just there like,
now, this is epic.
Slowly but surely though, the party got a bit, what's the word? Overwhelming. Food started falling on the floor and ended up everywhere, mainly oranges for some reason, which led to the situation where I was walking and then I stepped on one of those oranges. And
You know that chilly tingling feeling that starts from your toes to your head, and not the good kind? I felt that.
later, some kids straight up tore down one of the covers to one of the windows. And what did we do? Did we tell the teachers? No, we didn't. We instead gathered around the window to get the fresh air because the place was hot as an oven. In fact, lots of stuff ended up being torn down. The balloon heart of the entrance, which is supposed to be used by class couples, but it was not used by a single class couple, and then some kid ended up tearing it down. So, rest in peace. Balloons got ripped off the wall, and everyone started playing the keep the balloon in the air game. It was really insane. At one point, the girls started making everyone do the dance line thing, you know what I'm talking about. So my friends and I thought it'd be funny if we just stood there and did nothing. I went in first and they just stood behind me. Everyone behind us were probably so confused. Nobody actually cared though, so I just stood there looking like an idiot. Just like always. Hey! All in all, I'd say that was actually kind of fun for how stupid it was. But this video isn't over yet because I have another school event to talk about that isn't long enough to make it to its own video, but I still find it interesting and yeah. Okay, just get into it. So, every year our school hosts a school basket raffle. It's normally held within the school itself, but this year our school decided to host it in the downtown of my city. This is kind of important to the story as the building itself has 2 floors. The adults mainly hang out downstairs while us kids spend a lot of our time upstairs. Alright, now to the story. First thing is, when I got there, we immediately began looking for Danny because he told my friends he was there, but he was nowhere to be seen. We looked upstairs, downstairs, in the bathrooms, but no luck. And then we found him. He was literally downstairs near the baskets the whole time, even though half of us spent like 10 minutes looking by the baskets and still didn't see him. And we were all just freaking out like, we just looked here, how are you, what, am I blind? After that, we did a lot of random things. We went down to the dessert area, and by the way, their ice cream was not ice cream at all. It was crap. Also, someone else put their used spoon in the basket of spoons, and that spoon was also at the floor at one point. And at the end of the basket raffle, it was gone, which means someone used it. Me and my friends laughed, but we also kind of gave each other the disgust look. At our basket raffle, the little kids also had games you can play for prizes. Why is this important? Well, at one point I dropped my empty water cup down the flight of stairs to the basement. So what me and my friends decided to do is get some of those stick hand things which you can win as prizes and attach them all together to try and grab it. We spent a good half hour setting it up. And then later we went back upstairs to add even more when our first one wasn't long enough to grab the thing. But during that time, we experienced a quite sudden interruption. What? Oh my gosh! One kid straight up broke one of the pipes upstairs. And when that happened, immediately, lots of kids just immediately gathered around the broken pipe to see what had happened. Kids were screaming like, oh my gosh, how could you do this? Shortly after this, lots of adults immediately just rushed up the stairs and they told us to leave the area immediately because, you know, this broken pipe could have been a hazard. I don't actually know what the pipe was for, but I would assume it was used for something. So we did. We immediately had to rush down the stairs, which was hard, by the way, since every kid under the sun also had to go downstairs at the same time. I was surprised none of us were trampled. Yeah, that's basically it for the most part, except the time where Colin put 20 tickets in to bid on an Elmo toy, and he still lost. I bet they rigged the system against him. But besides that, that's basically it. So, yeah. See ya.